Hello everyone, it's Michelle Littler with Owlstar Stampers, and today I have a really cute project for you. There's actually no stamping in this project, but one of the things I get told all the time is that I have so much designer series paper. Maybe you call it scrapbooking paper. What do I do with it all? I have so much. Well, today I have a great project for you where you can create these adorable gift bags. So all you need to create this project is two 12 by 12 inch pieces of designer series paper or pretty pattern paper. You need two pieces of, like I said, the paper. You'll need some sort of tool to score, so your paper trimmer or a scoreboard, and some adhesive and ribbon and a stapler. That's about it. I did do a fun, cute little coordinating tag here, but it's so quick, it's so easy. So let's get into the project, and I'm going to create the one we're going to make with some different designer paper. So for this one, I have picked this paper, which is currently retiring, depending when you're watching this video. This actual pack of paper is called the Zoo Crew Designer Series paper, and it is currently available through the month of April. Now, the pattern I showed you in this sample is also currently still available through April of 2024, and it is called the Delightfully Eclectic Designer Series paper. So these bags I think would be good for any time you want to give a gift. Maybe that's for a birthday. Maybe you need a thank you gift. Maybe it's for Mother's Day or Father's Day, Christmas. You could make these up for literally any holiday. Okay, so let me just grab my paper trimmer. I love my Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer because it has a score mark and a cutting blade. I actually flip mine around because I don't do a ton of scoring on here. I do use our scoreboard as well, which is available online. But so I actually move mine around. So the light one is the score and the dark one is the cut. So I'm going to move the cut blade down because I don't want that. So again, grab two pieces of your designer paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to score 2 inches on all 4 sides. So let me go ahead and do that. So I'm going to put this in, and at the 2-inch mark right here, I'm just lining it up, and then I'm closing my track, and then I'm just going to use my score blade and score. And now we're just going to go around and do that on every side of the paper. Go to your 2-inch mark and score. Again, this is a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and you want 2 of them that coordinate, one for the front and one for the back. Okay, my 2 inches and score, and then this one right here. 2 inches and let's score. Okay, so there we have it. Now on this paper, again, this is my matching paper. I already scored it, so you don't have to watch me do that again. So next up, we're going to just fold on these score lines. Now, depending on your paper, you are going to want to be aware of your design because there is going to be a front flap, a top flap. So since I have these cute little animals, this is going to be my top, and then this will be my bottom. So like the flower pattern, it didn't really matter because there weren't specific direction. It wasn't directional paper is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we scored, folded, I should say, all around there, and then let's do the same on this one. Okay, the next step is you're going to want to get your paper snips out. I love my Stampin' Up! Paper snips. I have multiple pairs. They just make really good clean cuts, and so we're going to grab them. Okay, now on the top, again, see, make sure this is going to be our top. So I have this, it's going to be glued down eventually. So we're going to cut out the top square on both sides. So just go ahead and trim that out. And then we're going to cut it at an angle just to give it a little decorative piece, or you don't have to. So I actually saw this idea from our CEO, Sarah Douglas, did a video on this cute little bag, and I thought, How fun! What a great way to use up some paper and have just like the cutest little bags on hand. Okay, so there's our front. Now I'm just going to take this and cut this like at an angle from kind of like that to that. I'm just going to eyeball it. So just cutting it there to that piece, and then I'm going to do the same on this piece right here. Okay. All right. Now on the bottom, we are going to need to trim up. So, sorry, I got a little cough. Okay, so on the bottom, we're just going to, again, on that little piece here, we're going to cut up to the mark like that, and then do the same over here. Again, super easy, super easy. Now, I like to take just a little hair off these little corner flaps. See that, just like a tiny little triangle. Actually do it off the side too. It will just make it go together a little better. Okay, so this is our one piece, and now our other piece is going to be a little bit different, but the front flap we're going to do exactly the same. So again, this is going to come down. So let's go ahead and cut this out. All right. And because the Stampin' Up! Paper anyway is pretty heavy, especially when you have the two layers for the bottom and the sides. So it can hold, this bag can hold quite a bit. Okay, I'm just going to cut that at an angle again to match the back to the front. Because again, this is just our front or back flap. Okay, now this one on this piece, we can go ahead and actually cut out these bottom corners. And you'll see why. So on this one, again, we cut up the flaps. This one, we're going to cut them out. We don't need them. So you can just take that score line and go ahead and cut. And cut. Okay, and then I think they like cut these at a little bit of an angle if you want. I think I might do that at the top just a little bit too. Okay. So next up, you're going to want to grab your glue. Now for any type of 3D project, I highly recommend a strong glue that's going to not fall apart. So I like our Stampin' Seal Plus or the Tear and Tape or liquid glue. And so I think for this project, I'm actually going to use our liquid glue. And I got a brand new one here, so I'm opening it up. This is our Tombow liquid glue. Okay, so the first thing, we're going to glue our flap, the little decorative flap down. I love our paper also because it's a lot of it, most of it is double-sided. Okay, the trick with the liquid glue is just don't use too much so it oozes out all over, which is honestly something I can be known to do, add too much. Okay, so this front flap, we're going to go ahead and glue that down. Okay, so we got both of the flaps down. All right, I don't know why I was gonna close that up. No need to close it up. We're going to keep on going with this bag. All right, now we're going to, I'm just scoring or burnishing these edges. Okay, so now with this side, we are going to add, okay, so we're going to connect the front and the back. So on this one right here where I have the pieces missing, like where we cut out the bottom, I'm going to add my glue on the side here. Again, you don't want it to fall apart, but you want it to, so I'm going to bring in this piece here, and we're just going to be lining it up. The other thing with the liquid glue is you have a little bit of time for some wiggle room. So I'm putting that down and lining that up. Okay, so there. See what we have? There we have so far. Now on this little flap here, go ahead and do the same thing. You're going to add your glue. Again, if you can use several different glues, just make sure it's strong. You don't want your bag to fall apart. Okay, so now what we do is just fold this flap right over, and it should line up perfectly. And it does. So there we go. I'm just giving it a good press. All right, there we go. Now we just have to put our bottom together. I'm gonna add on these, let me see. I'm trying to see so you can see. On these two little flaps here, I am gonna add a little bit of glue because I want them to be sealed. And then I'm gonna put this back one up. Okay, and then on this one, again, you're gonna add your glue. Sorry if you can, I'll show you. I'll move my arm so you can see. Okay, get your glue on there, and then go ahead and put the bottom down. And there we go. That's it. So the inside of the bag, sometimes I like to take like a punch or one of my acrylic blocks or something. You can even put your hand just to make sure it's sealed really well. But if you can just take something heavy. It will fit in there. Like here I have my 2 3/8 inch punch, and you can just kind of put that in there, and a few of the little blocks to get it till it's dry. But that is our cute little bag. Now we're gonna do some ribbon handles. So I'm just gonna set this aside for just a second and bring in ribbon. So just grab whatever coordinating ribbon you have. I have right here, this is our basic white herringbone ribbon, and you want about 20 inches. So I'm going to, you want 2 pieces of that. So I'm gonna go 10 and 10 and cut, and then I'm going to do another piece. Okay, so 20 inches of ribbon, and then here's where you're going to want to bring in a stapler. You can attach these different ways, but this is how Sarah showed, and I thought it was really cool. So, all right, I'm going to take these little items out of our bag, and now I'm going to take our ribbon, one of the pieces. Okay, and so you're going to have it go down. You want a little tail. And what did I do with my stapler? Oh, right in front of me. So you're going to leave a little bit of a tail, and then you're going to grab your stapler and you're going to staple it on right through the bag. Okay, so just like that, there's my staple. Then I'm going to make sure my thing goes around, kind of leaving around the same size tail. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing over here and staple. And then, so there we have that. We're going to do the same on the back side, and then we're going to finish it off. I'm going to show you how we left about that much there. And okay, over here I'm just kind of making sure I'm kind of putting them in the same position on the opposite side, and go ahead and staple that. Okay, so we have them stapled. Now to finish it off, you're gonna just tie a knot. So this little tail, you can just take this up and tie into a little knot, and then your staple is gonna keep your ribbon secure. Isn't that so cool? And then you can trim off your edges. Okay, so hopefully you love this project. I do have a quick little tag I can show you how to add to. Okay, so we tied those. Then just take your paper snips and go ahead and cut this at an angle. You could make a coordinating card. I'm going to show you just the simplest tag. Okay, so there's that. Now let's do this is actually the front side of our bag. This ribbon works really nice for handles because it is a little bit wider. It is 3/4 of an inch thick and it's soft, so it is nice. Okay, and tie this one. All right. You could probably get your staples a little bit more straight than me, but I think it's good. Okay, cut these, trim these off. All right, so there is our cute bag. Isn't that so fun? It's a pretty good size. It measures now 8 inches by, it should be 8 inches, and you have a 2-inch thickness. So you can fit quite a bit in this cute little gift bag. Now, I had a lot of this paper. I love this paper. It's one of my favorites. I love the Zany Zoo. Me and my friend did a stamp camp last summer. So I had a scrap piece of paper. This is just a 2x4 inch piece of scrap paper. I took a coordinating piece of cardstock, this pool party, that's just 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. I'm just gonna layer this on really quick. You could stamp on the back if it's for a birthday, happy birthday. You could stamp to and from, or you can just write to and from too, however you want. And then we're just gonna punch a hole in the top. I have just my old crocodile. You can just take a generic hole punch a hole in the top. Something else I grabbed because I just had it sitting here is a little coordinating heart from the Give It a Whirl dies, already also retiring. I'm just going to add that heart to the back just like that, and then I'm going to attach, see, just super cute with some leftover scraps. I'm going to attach this to one of the handles. So I have lots of ribbon choices here that coordinate with the colors. So I think I'm going to take this lemon lime twist and cut a piece of ribbon and to attach this tag onto here. So leave in the comments what you would make this bag for. A birthday, Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day. You could put some, we just had Easter treats would be really cute. Okay, I'm just going to tie this in a bow, not a knot, so that if somebody needs to take it off to write on the back, they can. The other thing I thought would be cute, so there's that. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Okay, let's do that. You could take additional ribbons. Let's see if this works. If you cut a couple strips of these ribbons that, again, coordinate. That's why I love Stampin' Up. There's so many coordinating products. If you wanted to add a little more flair, that's what we're calling this, you could cut some extra strips of ribbon and just add them to these handles too, just to give it a little bit more color and fun if you just wanted to dress that up a little bit. I'm cutting the lemon lime twist over here. Isn't that kind of a fun thing? I just thought I liked ribbon. So you could add a couple pieces of extra ribbon there. And then let's do 2 on this side since we already have the green. Let's add the pool party and the petal pink. And you can trim them down to match the sizes too. So just another fun way. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to like this video and share it. And I will show you this finished project. Okay, that ribbon is just really fun to add to the front, and again, if it's too long, you can trim any of them down and, you know, put them at an angle, but that is definitely a fun way to dress up your bag too if you have scraps of ribbon that you just want to use up. Okay, let me trim this one down and I'll hold it up for you. And there is our adorable bag. What do you think of this? With the little fun ribbons. There's your little tag. You can add your little message to the back. And it's, again, a very good fun size bag. Here's the other one again that I made. And this one I just added some little rhinestones, and there you go. So again, I hope you have fun creating these bags with all of your extra designer series paper, and I hope this was a very helpful tutorial for you. I'll see you next time. Bye.